mind, I mean, traditionally we'll say the mind is the brain, but do you believe that the body has a mind and memories from early days?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the mind is it's just not the brain. The brain is more like a very complex instrument of the mind.
Could there be mind in our cells? Could all of our cells in our body have their own memory? Yeah. I mean, a book that I've read, Babette Rothschild, The Body Remembers, that's been an important part of my journey of continuing to recover from early trauma and giving my body its voice, because I've realized that I've been walking around, well, I'm 49 now, I was going to say 48, but I've just had a birthday whilst I've been here, so I'm now 49. But I actually didn't realize I wasn't in my body, and I've done sports for many years, but I've lived in my head. And as you know, I shared that I had a breakdown about 12 years ago, and panic attacks, couldn't leave my home, and I was determined to find out why. But one of the most revealing things for me is that I wasn't in my body. Now, I've gone into my body over the last 12 years, done a lot of psychotherapy, as you have. I'm shocked really, because I'm still not, I'm getting into my body. But equally, I'm having to get into my body, and then I'm having to go out of it again, if that makes sense, in a way that, for me, consciousness lies around me. So in this space here, between us, between the cameras, and I've been endeavoring to find God, because I felt forsaken by God as a child. I felt that, why wasn't God there when I was experiencing these things in my childhood? And my journey around the world is to find that consciousness and God. What is it for you, Laura Di Biagio, Dr. Laura, what is it for you, God and consciousness, and where does it lie? What does it look like?
I don't like to put a lot of words on that. Somehow it's very difficult. I do have experience of expanded consciousness and sort of oneness and fluidity, which give me a sense of what that could be. That sense of being beyond good and bad, in a space where everything is actually good, and I attach that sensation and that feeling.
I love what you say, beyond good and bad, and I've just seen a bird out the corner of my eye there flying, and I'm like, what is that bird doing? It's not talking as much as me. And what you say is quite right, I'll have to say, is that it's beyond words. And what 5 Rhythms and neurofeedback has quietened me down, if that makes sense. Because I've such a desire to talk so much, because I needed to prove to myself that I was here. I needed to prove to people that I was here. I needed to prove to God, to goodness, to consciousness that I was here, that I deserve to be here. And I love what you say, because you're much quieter than me. You've obviously moved further, on the road, the road of healing, than I have. And I'm taking on board what you say, because I need to be quiet now. So please just talk, take this space and say anything or say nothing, beyond good and bad.
I want to give credit to this woman Byron Katie, about questioning your mind to help yourself to see beyond good and bad. So questioning is like a good way to take distance from and expand. A better and more fulfilling state of being was when you accept what it is beyond judgment of good and bad, and seeing that in that experience, in whatever it's presenting itself in your life, there is such a value.
And on that note,